Check. Let me get some levels up in the building this morning. Definitely want to say good morning and welcome. Now, this is kind of unusual. Very rarely do you hear me talking in the first 5-10 minutes. But we're starting very promptly this morning with the interview side of things. Definitely want to say good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you're situated around the world. Nice to have your listening ears. It is Just Cool Radio. Special K, I'm in the building. It is the Universal Show. Saturday morning, and you haven't just started your morning in a regular way, ordinary way. You've started it the special way. Just had to get on a couple of joints, you know what I mean? I'll tell you what, if you haven't looked out the window yet this morning, it's a nice one this morning. It's very glorious. Very glorious. The sun is shining, and we're expecting to have a nice day today. So please enjoy it. Do you know what I mean? Whatever you're doing today, just have a good one. But you're definitely starting your Saturday morning the special way. I've got my guest here. He's bright, he's early, he's on point, as I would expect anyway. I want to say massive shout out to the management this morning. Big up yourself, management, Anton Too Bad, and all the rest of the radio family, Just Cool Radio family. Do you know what? Let's get into it this morning. We're gonna do a little live sound check as we speak. Can we get a little sound check on yours?
How do I sound? Do I sound okay?
Look at that. It doesn't even need tweaking or anything.
I sound okay.
You sound good.
Okay, good.
You sound good.
Okay. We're in business.
Oh, man. So good morning.
Good.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Nice to have you here. Okay. You want him to move a bit because you want him to be... Oh, they're filming this morning.
Oh.
They're filming.
Okay.
Yeah. They're filming. They want you in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So listen. Yes. This morning...
Yes, sir.
On the Universal Show, we are joined by an extraordinaire journalist, historian, great DJ, family man.
Come on.
Honest man.
Come on, you're bigging me up too much.
Reputable man.
Come on.
Do you know what? Shall I start bigging you down then?
That's too much. That's too much. Stop.
And another thing, let's get it in there. If you're trying to do it, this man has definitely probably done it already. I'm just saying. We have Mr. Lindsay Wesker in the building this morning. Welcome to the show, sir. How you doing?
Thank you very much for inviting me. It's a pleasure to be here.
What a pleasure. What a pleasure to have you here. Does it seem kind of weird, Lindsay, being on that side of the side of the fence?
Yes. It's normally me running things and interviewing people, so yeah.
Yeah. So you got here all right this morning?
Yeah. I've got the train down from the Grand Duchy of Halsdonia, which is where I live in northwest London.
Yeah, that's on the other side of the world, man.
Big up to North Wheezy.
Yeah. So listen, Lindsay, we're getting into it this morning. So something that I've been doing for years on the Universal Show, apart from interviewing other people in the world of music and, comedy, acting, what I like to do as well, I like to pay homage to DJs as well, who have played a massive role, intricate role, in their service to the music industry. And you're one of the gentlemen that I feel like over the years who I've watched and seen from Kiss FM days, from when I was a mere little boy at Kiss FM. I watched you do your thing back in the days. And I think it's only right that you come to the Universal show Saturday morning and share your history, your story. And I suppose we're going to hear some things this morning that I've never heard before, and many of your listeners that support you have never heard before. So it's about the man behind the music, the man behind the industry. Okay, so I'm not going to do a lot of talking this morning, ask a few questions here and there, but the stage is yours.
Okay.
So what I like to do, for those who are not in the know, I want to take it back to a younger Lindsay Wesker. Before you got into music, tell me about just a little bit about a younger Lindsay Wesker. Where you coming from? Where you hailing from? What was you doing as a young Lindsay Wesker?
Well, I mean, music has always been a massive part of my life, and you know, my very last piece of pocket money was spent on music. You know, people bought me 7-inch singles for my birthday, for Christmas. Everybody knew that I just wanted music. So, you know, I was just obsessed. I mean, I didn't really know. I mean, as a kid, I didn't really know how to take care of my records. I used to wash them in the bath. I kid you not.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to take care of my records. I just loved them so much. I wanted them to be clean and dust-free, so I actually washed them in the bath. And, you know, I remember going to Ridley Road Market in Dalston with my grandmother, my dad's dad. And, you know, she, you know, I was asking her, you know, Grandma, can you buy me a record? This is 1967.
Jeez.
You know, I was 8 years old. And she, you know, she said, yeah, I'll buy you a 7-inch single. And I remember buying the Isley Brothers' This Old Heart of Mine.
Wow.
And it just, to me, it just seemed like a perfect piece of music. You know, fantastic song, fantastic vocals, fantastic production, fantastic arrangement. It just seemed, I don't know, it just seemed like a great single to own. So my grandmother bought me that.
Wow. So Isley Brothers, that was your, you say your introduction into buying music. That's your introduction.
Well, no, I mean, even before that, people were buying me music, but music was always in my house.
Yeah.
My mum used to play a lot of Nina Simone.
Okay.
My mum used to play a lot of Dionne Warwick as well.
Yeah.
So I kind of grew up with that. But yeah, I was just a vinyl junkie and desperately wanted to do radio. You know, like most people, I used to have my cassette player.
Yeah.
And I used to tape my favorite radio shows.
So what were some of your favorite radio shows?
Well, back in the day, there wasn't really much. There wasn't really much. I mean, it wasn't until you got into kind of the late 70s that you had Robbie Vincent, you had Greg Edwards, you had Steve Barnard on Radio London with a reggae show. So, you know, I used to tape those shows. They were like 3-hour shows. And, you know, for most people, it was just the same. We used to play those cassettes all week long. And they were our radio stations because there was no radio station.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Now, the thing is, so what was the turning point for you when you decided, do you know what? I'm hearing all these greats like the Robbie Vincents and whatnot, the Steve Bernards, and you're thinking, I want to do a bit of that. Because it's, do you know what? It's listening to it and probably wanting to do it. It's two different sides of the coin.
Yeah. I mean, I'd always wanted to be a DJ, but I had no idea what it meant. I had no idea how to do it. So I was working on a newspaper. My first job in the music industry was on a newspaper called Black Echoes.
Right.
And I had just done an interview, the first ever interview, with this fantastic sound system in northwest London called the Mastermind Roadshow.
Mastermind.
So Davey J and Max LX kind of hooked me up with a pirate radio station called Invicta Radio. And I did my first pirate radio show in about 1982. And I lasted about 40 minutes. Then the big bang on the door and the DTI trying to come through the door.
Oh, the pirate days.
Yeah, man. And so we just got out the back window with our records and, you know, we managed to get out of there.
Yeah.
But, that was my first introduction. But I was thinking about it on the way down, you know. I mean, it's like, you know, I started in 82 and I really don't think it was until about 1992 that I was on, you know, legal Kiss FM. I think it was about 10 years later that I finally started to like the way I sounded.
Yeah, that's interesting as well because, like, as presenters, I even find it. Do you know what? It's funny you should say that because it's only been in the last few years that I can actually listen back to myself on a show. I used to hate the sound of my voice.
I mean,
It's mad.
I've got cassettes of myself
Yeah.
before 1992, and you know, it wasn't just weak or lame; it was rubbish.
Yeah. That's
You
what I
know,
used to say about myself.
I sounded terrible.
Yeah.
And I hadn't found my voice. I hadn't found my rhythm. I hadn't found my groove. I hadn't found the way to kind of link the music with the records. I hadn't quite worked it out. And so it took me 10 years of doing radio shows to actually find out what the hell I should be doing.
So hold on. So you took you 10 years to find out what you actually wanted to be doing. When did you decide what genre of music that you wanted to go into? Was it all purpose? I call them DJs, all genre DJs, you know those ones, or would you specifically play in a certain genre?
Well, I mean, I'm into absolutely everything, and my music collection is absolutely, literally, absolutely everything. But Gordon Mack employed me, to do black music, so I do black music. That's what I do, and it's kind of I've kind of made that my speciality. I really am a junkie. I know the producers, I know the singers, I know the studios, I know the engineers, I know the musicians. I remember all of that information in my head.
So how did you get from Pirate to Kiss? Because Kiss was Pirate at the time, right?
Yeah.
So what was the link up with you and Gordon? How did you get there?
So I did this first terrible show on Invicta.
Yeah.
Then I went to LWR and I did some terrible shows at LWR. Then I went to JFM and I did some terrible shows at JFM.
Yeah.
And then in 1986, Gordon invited me to join Kiss. Kiss was a pirate at the time.
That's right.
And all credit to Gordon. I mean, he had assembled just this unbelievable group of people. I mean, the Kiss DJs were just the creme de la creme.
Phenomenal names back in the days.
Man, they were just the best.
Yeah.
And the reason Gordon had been able to gather all these people in one place is because, there's not a lot of trust in the DJ fraternity and in the music industry. And Gordon was a trustworthy person. He was a businessman. He was a trustworthy person. And he was a great DJ as well. He knew his music.
Yeah.
So they knew he wasn't just a businessman. He wasn't just a hustler. They knew he was a great DJ as well. And he was trustworthy. So, they came to this station. And, it was all about the people on that station. The Jazzy B's and the Norman J's and the Trevor Nelson. It's like...
Paul Trouble, R.I.P.
Paul Trouble, rest in peace.
Yeah.
Just all of these people just coming together.
So the thing is, you're around such a great collective. So many DJs that know their music. You're on a station that is so reputable. How did you find yourself as a DJ, Lindsay? Where did you think you was going? What direction was you taking it?
I mean, one of the places that I teach at the moment is this fantastic music school called the Point Blank Music School. And we actually do radio production lessons there. Got a fantastic teacher there called Bailey. And Bailey will teach you radio production. He will teach you, how radio works. And you will come out of Point Blank with a really good kind of basic education. But absolutely nothing prepares you for live radio like doing live radio. Now, you know this for yourself. It's like when you push that mic fader up, who are you talking to?
Yeah, you don't know.
It could be 1,000 people.
Yeah.
It could be 1,000,000 people. You've just got no way of knowing. So let's say you're talking to 1,000,000 people. It's like, you'd better make sense.
100%.
Because 1,000,000 people are listening to you.
100%. Yeah.
So nothing prepares you for that jolt of adrenaline, like bringing that mic fader up.
So the thing is as well. So in your 10 years of where you felt like you was really lame, you was really rubbish at it, did you find it a bit daunting, right? Because I know I did. Because, one of the things that was easier for me when I started on radio was the fact that I MC as well as DJ. So I was kind of confident with the mic, but I still felt like I was chatting a lot of rubbish. And I always felt like I was in club mode. How would you able to, master presenting?
What I did was I focused on the knowledge. I suddenly realized that the knowledge and the information was kind of, the ace in my back pocket.
Yeah.
So I kind of stopped kind of chatting rubbish and stopped trying to be clever and stopped trying to make people laugh.
Yeah.
And I just focused on the really important people in this equation. And the really important people in this equation are the people making the music.
Yeah.
You know, the singers and the musicians and the producers. I focused on the creative people because no music, no radio station. You know, the most important people in this game are not the DJs. The most important people in this game are the people making the music.
Yeah.
So my links and my kind of presentation style became much more information orientated.
Yes, which you still do to this day.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about that. One of the things we're going to try and do in this hour whilst you're here, because we know you're on a tight schedule, you've got your show to do literally after this. I need to get, we spoke about this off air, about 5 tracks that are very personal to you, Lindsay. We're going to get into the first one this morning. We're talking about...
You know it's plus, don't you?
Yeah, 100%.
You speed everything up.
Well, just a little bit. just to give it that little... That little... But you know what? Just because you're here, we do it 0. How about that?
Oh, that's so funny. That's so funny. Lots of radio stations do that. You know, they speed tunes up.
Yeah, but not too fast that it sounds like the Chipmunks. But we like to give it that little... Just that little oomph, you know what I mean? So, all right. So one of the tracks that you've wanted to play this morning is by one of the greatest artists of all time, Prince. Tell us about this track that we're going to play this morning. One of your favorite tracks of all time.
I mean, in terms of music, I mean, this guy is an artist. I mean, this guy is a genuine artist. You know, Prince was never trying to make music for money. Prince was always trying to create new sounds, new textures. I mean, if you listen to the production on things like When Doves Cry or Pop Life or things like that, it's that kind of production has never been done. But I mean, he's always an innovator. I mean, a genuine artist within the music industry.
When was the first time you started hearing about Prince? He used to be with what group was he in again? Was it?
No, he was never in a group. He was always a solo artist.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
I mean, my first would have been 1979. It would have been "I Want to Be Your Lover." That would have been my first Prince single.
Do you know what I'm thinking of? His link with the time and
he created the time.
That's
he
right.
created
That's what I'm
the
thinking
time.
about.
Yeah.
So you want to introduce that track this morning, Lindsay?
Yeah. So this is an amazing song. I mean, a really powerful lyric as well. I would die for you.
We have the man himself, Mr. Lindsay Wesker. He's in the building, breaking down his history of his DJing and all that good stuff that he's been behind. So there was another moment now. So you're at KISS. You're doing your thing at KISS. What things have started to develop now that you're at KISS? Because I know that, you start venturing off into other areas.
Well, I mean, the whole KISS journey was 8 years long. So 4 years as a pirate and 4 years legal. And I mean, I was part of the application process to get a license, a legal license. So we had quite a weird year in 1989. The IBA, the people who hand out licenses, they said the only way you can apply for a legal license is by coming off air.
Wow.
So KISS had to be a radio station in 1989 without being on air.
Okay.
Can you imagine?
That's crazy.
Yeah. So we spent our whole year, 1989, just trying to keep the profile of the radio station high, just doing whatever we could. I mean, we did a lot of club functions. I created a magazine called Free Magazine, which later became known as Touch Magazine. And Free was kind of just... I gave each one of the DJs a page in the magazine.
Yeah.
So they could kind of do their radio show in print.
That's mad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, all the KISS DJs were very busy club DJs, so they were out and about doing their thing and keeping the profile of the station up. But it was a weird year. You know, we created a record label and we just tried to make money however we could.
Yeah.
Then we got the license in 1990, and I was the head of music at KISS between 1990 and 1994, and that was amazing. You know, it was amazing to take unsigned artists, unknown artists, and just break them wide open. I mean, that was like a real buzz.
Can you remember some of the artists, like off the top of your head, where
Well, I mean,
you've seen like the start and the beginning of their careers?
Well, we played Jamiroquai before he was signed to a record label.
Wow.
So we had him on the playlist. I mean, there were all sorts of. Obviously, there were lots of kind of big dance records around at the time.
Yeah.
I mean, Max LX and Davey J actually walked through my door one day and they said, "You absolutely have to play this. This is one of the hottest hip-hop records in New York right now." You know, it was on import at the time. It was on import. Remember what you used to have to pay? To get an import 12-inch single. And that was Crisscross Jump.
Oh, wow. Massive tune.
And then we banged the hell out of it. And, you know, it became a massive hit record. But it was, you know, it was an import.
Yeah.
And then we got another tune which was on a credible New York dance label, Strictly Rhythm Records, created by a brilliant producer called Eric Murillo. And, you know, it was a song called I Like to Move It, Move It.
Jeez!
And when we first started playing that, you know, that was an import. It was an underground tune.
Yeah.
And now that tune has sort of crossed over. And I saw it in a kid's cartoon called Madagascar.
That's right. The kids love that tune.
You see, I Like to Move It, Move It in Madagascar.
Yeah.
But it's like when we first started playing it, it was an import 12-inch single on an underground record label. You know? So that was a real buzz to try and, you know, just turn those tunes into big hits.
Wow. How does it feel like, you know, as you said, seeing those tunes from the birth, and then, you know, almost 30 years later, some of those tunes are just like now featured in films. You know, to know that you was part of that journey from the beginning. Well, how does it feel?
I mean, as I say, there's all sorts of weird little stories. I mean, Sony Records, right, had this black girl, and they didn't know what to do with her. Right. They'd signed her, but they didn't quite know where she fitted. Now, they'd taken her to Radio 1, and Radio 1 weren't interested. So they figured, okay, she's a black girl, let's take her to Kiss. So they bring her to me, and I'm like, well, it's not strictly what we're kind of playing at the moment, but it's really, really good. So let's just play it anyway, you know. And this is Des'ree Feels So High.
Oh, geez, Des'ree. They weren't feeling it.
Well, I mean, you know, she couldn't get played at other radio stations, so we just started banging it, and it was like, yeah, blew up.
That's amazing. What is she doing now anyway? I mean,
I don't know.
Man,
I don't know.
Someone, do you know what? I'm sure someone told me about a year ago they saw her shopping down Bromley.
I saw her shopping in Acton a couple of years ago.
That's mad, Des'ree. So there you have it. That's history within itself.
Yeah, I mean, just so many dance records. I mean, things like Robin S. Show Me Love.
Yeah.
I mean, when we started playing Robin S. Show Me Love, again, it was an underground dance record.
Yeah.
It was just an import.
Yeah.
And now, you know, you hear it on not just pop stations, you hear it on their gold stations.
Everywhere. That's one of the biggest songs of all time. I mean, she's still doing PAs off that song.
Absolutely.
100%.
And people are now sampling Robin S. Show Me Love.
Yeah, it's crazy. So that you done that, the whole Kiss FM thing, you was there for 8 years, and then you started venturing into other areas. What else did you start doing after that?
I mean, before Kiss, I had been working at record companies. So I went back to record companies. I worked at 3 different record companies. I mean, I've kind of been really fortunate in my career that I've had a chance to be on both sides of the fence, as I describe it. So when you're working in a record company and you're promoting music, you are on one side of the fence and you're selling music to the media. You've got a tune and you're going to a radio station and you're going, you know, please play my music. But when you're working at a radio station, then you're on the other side of the fence and the record companies are coming to you and saying, will you please play my tune? So I've seen it from both sides of the fence. So I worked at some record companies, and then I replied to an advert in The Guardian, and it said that MTV were looking to create a new music television station. It was going to be a hip hop and R&B music television station,
right?
And you know they were looking for people to program that channel. So I went in and applied. So I applied for the job and I got an interview and I went into MTV and the guy said, "You're the guy who did the music policy at KISS." And so I said, "Yes." And so he said, "Okay, I want you to do that on a television station."
Okay.
So I went, "Okay, I can do that." So he hired me and he sat me down at a computer and it was the same software that I had been using at KISS.
Mm-hmm.
So I went click, 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 and I moved videos around and I created MTV Base.
Jeez. No, hold on, Linz. You need to just re-emphasize what you just said, because this is what I'm saying. This is why we have people like yourself that come on. Do you understand what's happening here, Anton? This is the gentleman responsible for MTV Base. We need to remind these people, because this is history this morning. Break it down again, Lindsay.
So basically, it's a computer that is full of music videos.
Mm-hmm.
And, the main MTV channel was playing a mixture of everything.
Yeah.
So what I did was I moved all of the rock and the pop songs into a holding category. And I just kind of organized all of the hip hop and the R&B, and there was some reggae in there as well. And there was some kind of, even some drum and bass in there as well. And so we organized that and just created kind of rotations, high rotation, medium rotation, low rotation. And yeah, we started playing. We just started playing MTV Base, and it was a big success from day one, really. I mean, it was a great time.
What year was that?
This was 1999.
1999. Wow.
We launched in 1999. UK Garage was just coming through.
That's right.
So we got a lot of UK Garage. And this was a big time. Ja Rule and Nelly and Ludacris and Missy Elliott and, all of this and, whatever Ideal or Next Wifey, all of those kind of tunes coming through.
Was you still able to have full creative control? Because sometimes they give you a platform and then they still tell you, well, no, we don't really want, that's a bit too keep it on. Do you know? Was it like that?
Well, at that time, I was just kind of employed just to kind of take care of it. It's like, you take care of it, Lindsay, go away, take care of it.
Okay, fair enough.
So they just left me on a desk with a computer just to do my thing. And the record companies were like just flying all these videos in, they didn't, in a lot of cases, they didn't know what to do with some of these videos. It's like big companies like Sony or Warner or Universal, they've got so many artists, they don't know what to do. So the woman at Sony came to me and she said, look, we've got these 4 girls and we've released a few singles by them, and they're not really doing anything. Mm-hmm. And, to them, it was just another girl group. It's just another girl group. So they said, look, we've got a brand new remix of one of their songs. So this remix features Wyclef from the Fugees, and we're about to, release this song. Here's the video. What do you think? And this was Destiny's Child, No, No, No.
Wow, yeah.
So this was the remix with Wyclef. And I was like, oh my God, this is a huge tune.
Yeah.
Have you any idea how big this tune is? So I just started playing that video. I played the hell out of that video.
Yeah, that used to get rinsed on MTV.
And then all of the following videos, Bills, and wow.
Did you have much interaction with the artist, even though you was like, the creator, as it were? Did you have much involvement with the artist per se, or is it just like a totally different department that deals with all that?
It was literally a totally different department, kind of like a diplomatic corps. It's like they took care of the artists and the record labels, and I just played the videos.
Wow. Did you enjoy that time?
Yeah, it was amazing. people, the feedback, everybody in the MTV building was actually watching MTV Base, because it was like, you're watching all of these fantastic, colorful videos. Yeah. Most of the people in the videos aren't wearing many clothes. So it's like, people around MTV, they were really loving the videos because they were bright and colorful and sexy and everything. So yeah.
It's funny you should say that, because you're saying like a lot of the videos those days, they weren't wearing many clothes, but yet some people would still have you believe it's only of late that the artists don't wear clothes in videos. This has been going on for years.
Yeah,
Do you understand?
1999.
Yeah, and even before that,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
You
So
know, let me show you Untitled by D'Angelo, where the boy ain't wearing any clothes at all.
100%. Even if you want to go back to like 2 Live Crew videos and come
me,
on,
me so horny.
me so exactly.
Please.
So I think some people have got short memories. They like to really, beyond the youths, as it were. You know what I mean? Oh, they're so slack, and it's been going on for years. It's been going on for years. So one of the groups that had a short little stint at the time in the 90s, Eve. That's another one on your list.
Yeah, I'm a baseline orientated person.
Yeah.
So if the baseline is working, I'm loving it.
What was it about this? Oh yeah, not to be confused with the rapper Eve.
No,
there was a group called Eve.
This is Ebony Love Everlasting. I think that's what they was. EVE.
Yeah.
And just fantastic arrangement, production. The harmonies, the vocal arrangement, everything just really perfect.
One of your favorite tracks of all time.
Oh yes.
Can you introduce it this morning, please?
EVE. This is Groove of Love.
Just Cool Radio.
There you have it, Eve, the Groove of Love. I remember doing a gig with these ladies at the Hammersmith Palais. That's when it was. R.I.P. DJ Swing, Boogie Bunch family. You definitely remember this. We've got Lindsay Wesker in the building this morning right here at Just Cool Radio. He's breaking it down, giving us some history. So, after the stint at MTV, when did that...
MTV was 19 years.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's a long time.
Yeah, people kind of don't stay. People don't stay anywhere for 19 years. I mean, fantastic times. I mean, bass kind of went so well that they asked me to create another radio station, another TV station for them. So they decided they wanted kind of a pop station. They wanted, like a very, very pop orientated TV station.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to stop them in their tracks, and I said, if you want to appeal to the 15-24 demographic, if you want a pop station, is it for men or women? Is it for boys or girls? Because like young men and young women are very, very different. They're they've got very, very different music tastes.
100%.
So I was like, they went, okay, we want it for women. We want it for women. So, this was a fantastic time. This was Christina Aguilera and Britney Spears and Pink and, all of those kind of artists. So, yeah, so I created MTV Hits, and MTV Hits worked really, really well. And then they decided they just wanted a channel just playing dance music, just kind of because the whole kind of EDM thing, the whole Ibiza thing was exploding and everything.
Yeah.
So we just created MTV Dance. So that was the third channel. And yeah, it was amazing. It was amazing. People were really buzzing because we were showing them lots of videos they'd never seen before.
Yeah, of course.
Where would they see them? Where would they see them? And then YouTube got created.
Yeah.
And when YouTube got created, then people no longer kind of wanted to come to MTV to look for videos. Back in the day, and this is what me and my family did, we just used to sit on the sofa and just watch all of these videos.
All these videos. I mean, you could literally have a party in your house with all these videos coming on. Seriously.
Listen, some girls said to me, "Thank you, Lindsay. Thank you." Because Lindsay, when you created that Slow Jams Hour on MTV Bass,
oh geez,
she went, me and my boyfriend got it on. She said to me, there must be so many babies who were created.
That's crazy from TV
in the MTV Bass Slow Jams Hour. So that was really exciting. But then people stopped coming to MTV to look for videos. They just go to YouTube, click, there is the video I want to see.
Yeah.
So it was less of sitting watching the TV, hoping your favorite video would come around.
Yeah. Now, the thing is, you've been doing this since 82, right? 83, around that time.
Yeah.
So you've seen the whole transition from analog to now we're moving to digital.
Yeah.
To now, obviously, people getting their videos shown on TV, to not really being too concerned about TV. They're going straight to internet, YouTube.
Yeah.
How helpful or destructive do you think the internet is for the music industry?
Well, I mean, the internet is really good for hooking up.
Of course, yeah.
The internet is really, really good. If you want to make friends and make lovers and everything. Internet is really good for hooking up.
Yeah.
But in terms of being, the savior when it comes to the music industry, not so much. Not so much. I mean, I now teach at two different places. I teach at the Point Blank Music School in Hoxton. I teach at the London College of Contemporary Music in Southwark. And basically, I'm teaching musicians and singers and producers how to make money in the music industry.
Right.
And it's kind of a bit of a running joke, really, because I say things have really, really changed.
Yeah.
Because you don't need to get dressed to be a record company executive.
That's mad.
You can make tunes in your bedroom. You don't need to get dressed.
On your phone now. On your phone, there's apps you can put on your phone.
So you've got these DAWs, digital audio workstations. You've got Ableton, you've got Logic. You don't even need to get dressed. You can make the tunes in your pajamas or your nightie or whatever your onesie, whatever you're wearing. And then you can upload the tune to a digital aggregator like DistroKid.
Yeah.
And these aggregators will send your music out to Spotify and Apple and Tidal and Deezer. And then you're still not dressed, right? Then you get on social media and you go on YouTube and you go on TikTok and you go on Instagram and you do your social media.
Still not dressed.
And you're still not dressed. So you don't physically need to get dressed to be a record executive.
And you can have a meeting, still not dressed.
Or via Zoom.
Or via Zoom. Still not dressed.
You don't need to get dressed.
You don't need to get dressed for meetings.
You don't need to brush your teeth. You don't need to do anything.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Okay. But right now we've got this situation where, because of DAWs, because making music is so easy, we've now got a situation where 100,000 tracks are being uploaded to streaming platforms every single day. Every single day.
Wow.
100,000 tracks are being uploaded every single day. Now, when I started in the music industry, 40 singles were released a week.
Wow, 40. And you're talking, what's the number again per day?
So now we've reached a situation where 100,000 tracks are being uploaded to streaming platforms every day.
That's crazy.
So right now on streaming platforms, there are 158 million tracks. And if people are uploading at 100,000 per day, that means by the end of 2023, we will be, I think, at 193 million tracks on streaming platforms. So you can be as busy as you like on social media. You can be TikToking all day, all night. You can be pumping out Instagram all day and night, and you still might not get any kind of promotion whatsoever.
So what is the key? How do some people crack through the door? Is it backing? Because obviously there's still that misconception like, oh, you need to have a label to get to a certain level from a new artist perspective. Well, I mean, or now we're having a lot of artists that are saying, well, no, cut out the top man and the middle man. Let's fund it ourselves if you can. And they're going independent.
Well, basically, you've got to work everything. You've got to work absolutely everything.
Yeah.
So not just social media. You might be thinking, oh yeah, I'm going to put, a few adverts on Instagram and let everybody know my music is coming out. That ain't going to work. It's like, who cares?
Right.
So you've got to do everything. So you've got to do Instagram, you've got to do TikTok, you've got to do YouTube, you've got to do Twitter, if you can get your head around it. You've got to do Facebook, you've got to do Pinterest, you've got to do Tumblr, you've got to do everything.
Wow. And
then you've got to do live shows. So you've got to try and go live and actually take the show on the road as much as possible.
Okay.
Take it to the people. And you've got to embrace radio. Now, radio is kind of a much bigger industry than when I started out. When I started out, well, first of all, when I started out, there was no internet.
Yeah.
But it's like in the radio industry, when I started out, as I said, there was just Robbie Vincent on a Saturday morning, Greg Edwards on a Saturday night, Steve Barnard on a Sunday afternoon. 3 radio shows. When I was growing up, there was 2 radio stations. Radio 1 and Capital Radio and Radio London locally. That's it. So now you've got 1 million radio stations. So, go for it. Go for it. Speak to your people. Come here. Come and see Special K. If you want to do some radio promotion, come and see Special K.
Now, very interesting point. You're just making it flow so easy for me. I often see young artists, I've seen them on interviews, and they're saying, especially like under 25 years old, don't need radio to promote my music. In fact, I don't even listen to the radio because my fan base are all online. They're all on YouTube. Furthermore, I get loads of views on TikTok. So why am I giving some DJ that's got like 1,000, 2,000 listeners my tune when I've got 1 million people viewing my video and my song on TikTok?
Cool.
So there's a conception out there that radio is not important as it used to be, even though radio is still a massive platform.
Well, the thing is that the 15-24 demographic, these people between 15 and 24, and you work with them every day.
Yeah.
They are a know-it-all demographic.
Yeah.
They know it all. You can't tell them.
And there was no life before them.
You can't tell them jack. And,
Yeah.
and anybody listening to this show
Yeah.
who's got a kid in that 15-24 demographic,
Yeah.
you know you can't tell them anything
Yeah.
because they know best. So the people in that demographic, they are basically creating their own radio station. So they do a bit of YouTube, they do a bit of Spotify, they do a bit of TikTok, they do a bit of Instagram. They kind of get their music in lots of different places, SoundCloud, Mixcloud, whatever.
right.
And they kind of piece their own little radio station together from all of those different sources. People under 15, people over 24, they just listen to radio.
Yeah. There you go. You heard it from the man. You heard it. Radio is so important. We need to drop this one.
Go for it.
Let's get into another single. Time is running. I'm not even gonna lie, Lindsay. I didn't know this song. I'm putting my hands up. Johnny Osborne.
You know what? This reminds me of when I first started buying reggae music.
Yeah.
And I bought my first 7-inch singles. You know, Move Up Starsky by the Mexicano. and
Wow.
Uptown Top Ranking by Althea and Donna, and you know
Yeah.
those early and Junior English in Loving You. You know,
Yeah,
remember when
big
I first bought my first singles at Daddy Calling Hanway Street. So, wow, this really takes me. I tell you what, this track really reminds me of. This reminds me of the first time I saw Jar Shaka at Phoebe's on Amherst Road.
R.I.P.
Yeah. Shaka just passed
Just
away.
passed away.
And I got a chance to see him back in about 82 at Phoebe's in Amherst Road. And oh my goodness.
I was listening to this song, you know, when you sent it to me, right? And I was like, yo, Lindsay, I don't even know what your hairstyle was like back in the days, but all I can think of is blue light, blues dance, smoke in the air. You can't even see the room that you're going into.
Listen, I literally couldn't see where I was going. The only way I could navigate my way into that room was on the little red lights.
Oh, the little red lights.
On the sound system.
Oh,
because
that's crazy.
It was black. And I knew if I trod on somebody's toe,
Oh, yeah.
I was going to be in trouble.
It was curtains. Can you introduce that track this morning, please? Right here on Just Cool Radio.
Yeah, this is Johnny Osborne. This is Nightfall.
Whoa, what a beautiful time it is. Nightfall. Whoa, nightfall. Nightfall. When I'm with you, I'm merry. Nightfall. When I'm with you, I'm merry. Whoa.
Johnny Osborne, of course. Nightfall. This one threw me off, I swear. Very rootsy, I love it. Just Cool Radio. Got Lindsay Wesker in the building, man, breaking it down, man. It's been so interesting, I swear. And you know, the time is running away and he has got to get out the door because literally he has a show to do himself literally straight after this. So, you know what I mean? So let's forward it up to now because I can't believe we've literally got just under 5 minutes left. You've done a lot of extensive work over the years. A lot of amazing work, and we've got to salute you for that. What have you learned about yourself in the last 40 years of being in the music industry?
What I've learned about myself is that, you know, it's really, really important to be kind. It's really important to be supportive. It's important to be generous. And, you know, you'll go up, but you will eventually come down.
Yeah.
So if you dump on people on the way up, they will dump on you on the way down.
Mm.
So I've just tried to be as friendly and kind and supportive and generous as I can, because I can't do this by myself. So I'm going to need some friends and some supporters and some help. So yeah, be a good person. It's really important.
Very important. Very important. What do you say to like a young aspiring person getting into DJing, club wise, or even radio? What would you say are some key elements that you think they need to go forward?
Well, personal advice for radio DJs: do it. Just do it. Don't think about it. Don't overthink it. Don't play more clubs imagining that's going to put you in a good state to do radio. Do radio, do any kind of radio you can. Do hospital radio, do pirate radio, do community radio, do internet radio, do DAB radio. Do as much radio as you can. Trust me, when you start, you will not be good. It'll take you a while till you get good. So just do it. Yeah. Just do it. Do as many radio shows as you can. It took me 10 years till I got to a stage where I felt good about myself as a radio DJ.
Yeah.
So, my advice to people wanting to get into it is just get a slot on a station, anywhere, any day, any time. Do your first radio shows. Get them out of your system. They probably won't be very good.
Mm-hmm.
Get them out of your system, and as time goes on, you'll get better. But the only way to do radio is to do radio.
You know what I find as well, like you're talking about, like some of the younger generation, not all, but some of the younger generation, we're in a culture now where everything is today or yesterday, and they're not prepared to be patient and wait for their time, as it were. So everything is, even if it's club DJing, they feel like, they want to jump right in the deep end. They should be playing 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, because we had to work up to those sort of times and those positions.
Absolutely.
And even on radio, get some practice, of course, but it doesn't mean when you come on radio, you're just going to get prime time slot like that.
Yeah.
You got to hone your craft.
Got to start somewhere. Everybody's got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
Really important.
Yeah. Do you know what? You've been an amazing guest this morning.
Listen, you know what we need to do?
Yeah.
Because, if we do this again at this time, I'm going to have to duck out at 11 o'clock, right?
And I don't want you to do that.
We don't want to do that.
Yeah.
So you need a late night.
Oh, you want that? Okay, let's do that.
Yeah.
We can do that.
So you talk to management here.
We'll talk to Anton. Did you hear that? Because you know what? Every time they come, they want a part 2. Can you see why I said 10:30's not going to work? Remember I said that to you?
Yeah.
It's just not going to work.
So we'll do a late night one.
Okay.
Right? Just
we could do that.
A late night one.
100%. We'll do that, Lindsay. No, 100%.
Then
before the year's
then
out.
we can get deep.
And then we can play some tunes. And then we can get to the real gritty details. So you've been a great guest this morning, as I said, you know what I mean? So tell them about your show this afternoon.
Oh, my goodness.
Come on, plug your show, because I love your show. I'm a fan of your show. Listen, it doesn't mean because, we can do the damn thing that we don't listen to other DJs. I don't have an issue bigging up other DJs.
Bless you.
You come on, you know that already.
Bless you. All
right,
okay.
Yeah.
All right,
plug your show, Lindsay.
Yeah, mate, I'm just about to go down to Deptford, the studios of My Soul, and I do a show every Saturday afternoon Saturday between 1 and 3. And it's a show called The A to Z of My Soul Music. And we're literally just going through the alphabet. At the moment, I'm on the letter M. The letter M is a massive letter. So I'm on the letter M part 8 today. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do right now, the letter M part 8.
There you have it. Lindsay Wesker is going to be on My Soul this afternoon between the hours of 1 till
3.
1 and 3, playing good music. I must stress, it's not just a show. He plays good music, and something that he stressed earlier on, it's very educational. Very educational. He breaks down guitarists, composers, pianists, everything. He breaks it all down. He gives you a lot of knowledge. Could you give out your details where people can, follow you if need be on socials?
Yeah,
please?
I mean, I'm on pretty much every social media platform. So Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Tumblr, LinkedIn. If you want to do LinkedIn as well, I'm on LinkedIn. So, I'm pretty much everywhere. Connect with me wherever you want.
And that's Wesker.
Yeah, Wesker. So it's just look for Lindsay Wesker. You'll find me.
You'll find
on
it.
Instagram. Don't add yourself to lindsay.wesker because that profile got hacked last year. So on Instagram, I am wesker.lindsay.
That's when you're a superstar. You get hacked. Those things happens to superstars. You understand? So listen, you've been an amazing guest. We're going to go for a short pause for the cause. Room number 2, we're playing music straight up until 12 o'clock. I'll tell you, keep where you got it. Just Cool Radio.
That's JJ.
Just Cool Radio, Just Cool Radio, Just Cool Radio, Just Cool Radio.
Just School Radio.
Yo, this is Terry Walker, and you're listening to Just Cool Radio, disturbing the silence, catching the eye of many.
Just Cool Radio, disturbing the silence. Everybody turn it up loud, loud, loud. Just Cool Radio, Madina.
That's JJ.
Thanks, Lindsay.
That's JJ. That's JJ.
So there you have it. Lindsay Wesker live on the Universal Show, exclusive. Such a pleasure to have him in the studio, man. You know how we do it on Saturday mornings, man. Element of surprise. Do you remember you can catch him this afternoon on My Soul Radio between the hours of 1 till 3, the A to Z show. Amazing show, man. want to say good morning again to my 11 o'clockers. How you doing this morning? Ready to get your dose of hip hop this morning, all different styles, all different flavors. We're here till midday. Definitely want to say massive shout out to the management this morning. Just Cool Radio management. Anton, too bad, I see you, bro. Massive shout out to all the DJs that have been broadcasting throughout the week. Damn. If you want to get in touch with me this morning, you can. It's quite simple. On the Instagram, The Universal Show. And then you can get following the Just Cool Radio account too. That's JUS, Just Cool Radio. That's on the Instagram. On the Twitter, it is DJ_Special K, alright? Yo, this production's mad, you know. Universal Show, #1 morning show in the UK, London, UK. I'll definitely get through the messages throughout the hour. I'll tell you what, I'm actually looking forward to this hour because I can play more music. I won't need to talk now, will I? I'm gonna just get on some music. What a glorious day it is in London, UK. Sun is shining. So you need to turn up your speakers, you need to turn up your devices. I think we'll get on some music for about, what we reckon, 20 minutes? Yeah, about 20 minutes, back to back, no interruptions. I've been talking for the last hour. So it's only right that we put the mic down, get on some beats. Universal Show, blazing. An artist, as you know, who's on heavy rotation on my show. He goes by the name of Bridge. He's doing big things at the moment. It's only right that we kick off room number 2 with some Bridge. Right here, JustCoolRadio.net, broadcasting across the world. Yo, Bridge, take it away.
Bridge time now.
Only per girl in a day.
Okay.
Me and me talks on one farmer. Smoke by the car, me bend a prayer from afar.
Cool now.
Blackout in a me Prada. Walk to the bar, 3 in the morning dance warmer. Can't find me lighter. Me walk out and when me bust the corner, you follow.
Mad.
Never did I contemplate this. Okay, you know let them other gather, you're not the same way. Pep in your step, I make your move so brazy. She looking at me eyes and say, who that I play? The one them call Special K in a special way. Them kind of rhythm forget spread.
A Bridge time now.
Only per girl in a day.
Okay.
Me and me talks on one farmer. Smoke by the car, me bend a prayer from afar.
Cool now.
Blackout in a me Prada. Walk to the bar, 3 in the morning dance warmer. Can't find me lighter. Me walk out and when me bust the corner, you follow.
Mad.
Never did I contemplate this. Okay, you know let them other gather, you're not the same way. Pep in your step, I make your move so brazy. She looking at me eyes and say, who that I play? The one them call Special K in a special way. Them kind of rhythm forget spray. Same way, locking for a Saturday, 10 in the morning and don't delay. Universal show, I set the pace, and she knock up it. Make up her face, bend up her waist. Hot, crazy. never did I contemplate this. Okay, you know like them other girl, you're not the same way. Pepping on your step, I make your move so crazy. She looking at me eyes and say,
Bridge baby.
oh yeah. Jaja me again. Them a go on like say time now go come for them. Look at me brother, them mad again. Babylon I bring the pressure then. It's evident. But when I go bout to them, lift up your head. Strength. Babylon I follow my fair born from morning. Through the pit, then I'm not fool from morning. And they get to use a press machine from morning. System I no phone it, I fair born no stalling. Jano Babylon, them I go get bun down. Cause right now them I try to keep the eye locked down. But when them I go do, when them I get run down. Them I go have no choice to give the king background. All these things that you notice. Babylon, them have to take your focus. But when I'm in the leave it hopeless. Cause when you know the truth, you have it, girl. Pressure bust pipe, then you know this.
It's been a bit anti lately. They said come party. I said maybe. Pulled up at 11:05, looking real fly, but not like I tried, yeah. Leisha here, Miss Any I Can See from the Rap Game UK, here on the Universal Show with Special K. Let's get it!
Bridge baby.
Oh yeah. Jaja me again. Them a go on like say time now go come for them. Look at me brother, them mad again. Babylon I bring the pressure then. It's evident. But when I go bout to them, lift up your head. Strength. Babylon I follow my fair born from morning. Through the pit, then I'm not fool from morning. And they get to use a press machine from morning. System I no phone it, I fair born no stalling. Jano Babylon, them I go get bun down. Cause right now them I try to keep the eye locked down. But when them I go do, when them I get run down. Them I go have no choice to give the king background. All these things that you notice. Babylon, them have to take your focus. But when I'm in the leave it hopeless. Cause when you know the truth, you have it, girl. Pressure bust pipe, then you know this. Babylon, them have to take your focus. But when I'm in them leave it hopeless, no. Like a sniper, a peep through the scope of the rifle. The vision we sight up. Them want to stray from the ways of the righteous. You want to see the heights of the wheels and we vibes up. Push man a light up. Tsunami levels, ultraviolet light. That I got slew all the devils. Ultraviolet like a gang of fool on the rebels. I rise despite them downfall, left them balling. Babylon a father, my fair born from morning. Through the pit, then I'm not fool from morning. And they get to use a press machine from morning. System I no phone it, I fair born no stalling. Jano Babylon, them I go get bun down. Cause right now them I try to keep the eye locked down. But what them I go do when them I get run down? Them I go have no choice to give the king background. All these things that you notice. Babylon them have to take your focus. But when I'm in the leave it hopeless. Cause when you know the truth you have it, bro. Pressure bust pipe and you know this. Babylon them have to take your focus. But when I'm in them leave it hopeless, no. Stepping on the place, and I wonder who will be. Image of the king, melanin of the new regime. Touching a brick stand, burn a fire and slew the queen. In a them jubilee, till the whole of Africa truly free. Chop up a rhythm and me deal with it brutally. Got it from the dirt, not sweet like the roots to me. See them on my earth and now we living a fruitfully. From morning to evening, we got you. Babylon a father, my fair born from morning. Through the pit, then I'm not fool from morning. And they get to use a press machine from morning. System I no phone it, I fair born no stalling. Jano Babylon, them I go get bun down. Cause right now them I try to keep the eye locked down. But what them I go do when them I get run down? Them I go have no choice to give the king background. All these things that you notice. Babylon them have to take your focus. But when I'm in the leave it hopeless. Cause when you know the truth you have it.
Just talking about what I see. It's not opinion based, it's just I see. The suburbs are filled with ebonics and trap sonics. Frat boys saying no cap, put racks on it. The dialect got a little splash of some black on it. Cap and gowns bought by the money in dad's pockets. White girls squatting, trying to get that poppin'. Caught back talking to their mom and dad's often. Reciting rap lyrics about murder and cash profit. Get to feel like a thug, but don't have to act on it. Local homicide rates got them astonished. Reading about it on a laptop in pajamas. Microsoft Office to complete their assignments. Never seen the hood, still can't help but have comments. Never had a combo with a kid from that climate. climate that really has trauma, that really got taught to survive by any means. Stack commas, common ground ain't that common. The festivals are filled with Larry Bird jerseys. College students in a hurry to jump to a 4 count and say the N-word. Business interns taking Molly them perks, trampling on top of bodies and dirt. Condescending suburban kids growing up to be rap journalists, writing urban myths about who they think is the best urban kid and who the worst is, and who's authentic and what the real hip-hop is, and who's all in it. Thrift shopping for articles and garments that feel like they came from a foreign environment. Secondhand Bape Supreme and gallery department. Anything to feel less harmless. Adderall dealers carrying around guns just to make it feel realer. House with white pillars, no rough, just diamonds. The education private, it's all by design. Common ground ain't that common. Let me hear that.
Lifestyle Core.
Hey yo, this is Kenny Whitehead from the Whitehead Brothers. And I'm here with my brother Special K. This is the #1 morning show in the UK, in London, for hip hop and R&B. Old, new. You know we all rock with Special K. That's my boy. That's my dog. That's my DJ. You know, he has all the fly interviews, all the fly tunes, breaking all the hot new records. Everybody come check him out. You know what I mean? Keep it locked. Just Cool Radio. Lit every Saturday. The Universal Show. You know it. Big up. Big up.
Just like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The heels, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever. The gang thriving together. Your boy striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and holding comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him.
Special
They don't
K,
study
pull
doing
up
work
that
to get
tune,
ahead like
please.
him. They don't toss and
Hey, Special K, pull up that tune, please. Hey, Special K, pull up that tune, please.
Ever the just like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The heels, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever. The gang thriving together. Your boy striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and holding comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't toss and turn in the bed like him. Cause they don't love it. 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 I've been laid back so long, I'm trying to get turned. Searching my name, dog, that's how you get hurt. Being likable, I'm trying to be unbreakable. I just realized that this whole game is takeable if I want it. And I do, yes, I want it. I don't care how you feel about it. I do what I want. I used to look up to the people that I'm moving in front of. It's not that crazy anymore. My city used to a come up. Bryce and Jack G. James is up next. The rest is up to me. These lames is upset. My peers get upstaged. The fans are obsessed. My city is upcoming. There's people up.
Yo, this joint is on fire.
Michael's trying to get on the same page.
Yo, this joint is on fire. Welcome to room number 2, man. Universal Show. We're going in.
Run, but they never gonna maintain because
jeez,
they don't love it. They don't love it. They don't love it.
Pressure them special pressure.
They don't love it. They don't love it. They don't love it. They don't love it.
You know we play the hottest music in the UK. You know we drop the biggest bangers on a Saturday morning. Universal Show, #1 morning show. We're going in. One more time, special.
They won't be this, cause I was always that. Players say they rich, let's keep it a stack. I ain't with the tick, I be moving tack. Shorties think they it, all that stuff is cat. Wanna be with, she was never, we gon' go with. Cause they was never want a piece of, cause you ain't getting. Man, sis, just relax. I can't love him if ain't long. Drip so tight, you know I put that on. Up in the morn, drink till it's gone. Been a bad bag since a chick been born. Fresh out the jeweler, gotta keep it on ice. I ain't your type, me and sis not alike. She can't my man out of spite. I'm crazy about mines, better know how to fight. Heard they won't be this, cause I was always that. Players say they rich, let's keep it a stack. I ain't with the tick, I be moving tack. Shorties think they it, all that stuff is cat. Wanna be with, she was never, we gon' go with, cause they was never, want a piece of, cause you ain't getting. Man, sis, just relax. I can't love him if ain't long. Drip so tight, you know I put that on. Up in the morn, drink till it's gone. Been a bad bag since a chick been born. Fresh out the jeweler, gotta keep it on ice. I ain't your type, me and sis not alike. She can't my man out of spite. I'm crazy about mines, better know how to fight. Choosing, I got choosing, I got choosing. Once again, sis, just relax. They won't be this, cause I was always that. Players say they rich, let's keep it a stack. I ain't with the tick, I be moving tack. Shorties think they it, all that stuff is cat. Wanna be with, she was never, we gon' go with, cause they was never, want a piece of, cause you ain't getting. Man, sis, just relax. I came here just to the party, feel like Slick Rick, lottie-dottie. The scene, blazing the beam. Homies taking pictures like baddies. You know I'm back at it, I'm looking back at it. Going crazy in Chanel, that's a bad habit. Just know I'm picky, haters never in my tax bracket. Getting busy with these hits, I let a chick have it. If you know what I know, you ain't nothing to me.
Universal show definitely on the way. Welcome to room number 2.
Chasing after check.
Kicked off the second half of the show with Bridge. 2 joints back to back.
Choosing, I got choosing.
First one, of course, Universal dub play. Second tracker, we got in on by Bridge, featuring Medicine.
Players say they rich,
never hopeless. Give yourself Bridge anywhere you are around the capital.
Shorties think they it.
We got on 2 tracks first. Brand new from the brand new Jack Harlow album, Jackman. We got on Common Ground, and they don't.
Just relax.
Love it. Jack Harlow album sounding good. The beats are fire. And of course, underneath us, Lola Broke, Just Relax. Using that old Black Sheep. You remember that? You remember that? Definitely want to say massive shout going out to the wifey this morning. Lindsay, I see you this morning. Working away, working away. Big up yourself, Linz, this morning. Want to say massive shout going out to Skippy this morning. Big up yourself, Skippy. I see you, brother. He's locked on to the frequency. I see ya. Massive shout going out to Mr. Quick this morning. He said, good morning, guys. Loving the show. Massive shout going out to Lindsay Wesker. Come on, you hammers. I don't know about that. Big up yourself, Mr. Quick, this morning. Nice to have you on board. Want to say massive shout going out to Capo. What's going on, Capo? He said, morning special. The new Nines album, the sounds is heavyweight. You feeling the new Jack Harlow? Yep, I've heard the Nines album. I've heard it. And I've heard the new Jack Harlow. Fire, fire, fire. Can I just take it back for one song, though? Can I do that? There's a reason why I've got to do it, though.
Touch it, bring it, babe. Watch it, turn it.
I'm getting through the messages this morning.
Touch it, bring it.
Universal show, Just Cool Radio.
Leave it, start formatted.
See, now you know who the guard beat back when in the city, and you know who the squad.
Let me just take it back for this one.
Change, no, I'm back.
There's a reason why I'm doing it, though.
Turn it up. When you see me in the spot, you can better respect it. Y'all already know in my rep, ain't no reason to check it. And y'all know that you ain't go with me just for the record. So instead, I'ma let Mary J. Blige come and set it. And I get low, Mary.
Maybe you can guess who it is. Mary J. Blige, I'm about to handle my biz. I'm on my grown woman, still I rep for the kids in every hood. And all my people doing a bid.
Now you know who's really the queen, deliver the mail. 730,000 first week of my sales. The haters plot and they watch looking all pale. While I'm on a yacht overseas doing my nails.
Get low, Mary.
Well, let me show you how we do. I gotta thank everyone for copping the breakthrough. Bus did take 1, the remix is take 2. You love the way we reinventing how we just stay new.
How we selling out the stadiums, arenas and all. Only Louis and Gucci, we don't shop at the mall. Got you partying and dancing and having a ball. And you loving the way we repping how we do it for y'all. Go ahead and
touch it, bring it, pay it. Watch it, turn it, leave it, start formatted. Touch it, bring it, pay it. Watch format it, touch it, bring it, pay it, watch it, turn it, leave it, stop, format it, touch it, bring it, pay it, watch it, turn it, leave it, stop, format it.
Get low, digger.
See me rolling up in your hood. These jokers screaming, damn, Ron still be looking good. They do their little Mac, be asking me who I tap. Ain't none of your concern, you a G, make it happen. When I give it some play, he losing his brain. Asking me a bunch of questions, acting like he my main. Wanna stretch some shit out, telling me I done changed. I'm saying, damn, my bad, you fell for the game.
Get low, digger.
Now he's sitting there looking stuck. He thinking cause he spent the little dough, I'm gon' if money ain't a thing, I'm saying let a shit know. Type to empty your account, how far you willing to go? Now we hopping on the jet, he ain't wasting no time. Told me all expense paid, any place I can find. Hit the island.
There's a reason why I played that this morning.
Ain't a shorty in the
Touch It, the anthem from Busta Rhymes. And guess, room number 2. If you want to say massive shout out to the artists that have been hitting me up, Special K, check your inbox, check your inbox.
But this is serious.
I want to say massive shout out to King Sherlock this morning.
Hello, Missy.
Don't I look charming? Put your lips up on me.
King Sherlock hooked me up the other day. He said, special, check your inbox. I've got something in there for you. I said, what you got, my brother? He said, just check your inbox. Could you get it on a Saturday morning? I said, all right, King Sherlock.
Special K. Special dub plate in a special way. From Kingston to London.
He said, check your inbox, smash.
Never one will make it, but God did. Them never one will bust, but God did. Them one with a broke and live average. Money track, we a run like the runner.
Brand new.
Like the runner them. Catch me no money, me a track like the runner them. Money we a track like the runner them. Catch me no money, we a track like the runner them. Man, I travel around the world with a money move. Too much money spam me, never change up my shows. We a fly upon plane, boat we a cruise. Y'all a call my phone like a chopper line. The special K. Special dub plate in a special way. From Kingston to London. What we say? Never one will make it, but God did. Them never one will bust, but God did. Them one with a broke and live average. Money track, we a run like the runner them. Money we a track like the runner them. Catch me no money, me a track like the runner them. Money we a track like the runner them. Catch me no money, we a track like the runner them. Man, I travel around the world with a money move. Too much money spam me, never change up my shows. We a fly upon plane, boat we a cruise. Y'all a call my phone like a chopper line. Them say them a head, but them back a time. Say me watch it a ticket like you catch a fine. This red hand hot like the pepper them. Different color clocks, span feet, change like the weather them. Never one will make it, but God did. Them never one will bust, but God did. Them one with a broke and live average. Special K, money we a track like the runner them. Money we a track like the runner them. Catch winner money we a track like the runner them. Money we a track like the runner them.
They want it the special way. Tip body can make a booty clap. 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 Me say heavy, 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 heavy bumper. Tip body color you me on fire. Heavy, 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 heavy bumper. Love how you cock it up like it's a tonja. Heavy, 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 heavy bumper. Say she love half the size of me lumber. Heavy, 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 heavy bumper. This said it come far where you are run far. Wind it up, wind it up, wind it up. Don't she wind it up, she make me feel wind it up. Girl, wind it up, wind it up, grind it up. Under my roots, me no need no China brush. Yo, special girl. The girl they want it the special way. Tip body can make a booty clap. 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 Me say heavy, 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 heavy bumper. Tip body color you me on fire. Heavy, 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 heavy bumper. Love how you cock it up like it's a tonja. Heavy, 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 heavy bumper. Say she love half the size of me lumber. Heavy, 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 heavy bumper. This said it come far where you are run far. Wind it up, wind it up, wind it up. Don't she wind it up, she make me feel wind it up. Girl, wind it up, wind it up, grind it up. Under my roots, me no need no China brush here. Wind it up, wind it up, wind it up. She make special cable up.
I want to say massive shout out now to the legend this morning, Navigator. Big up yourself, Navigator, this morning. I see you, bro.
Wind it up, wind it up.
I see you on the Twitter.
Rise it up, listen. Wind it up, wind it up, wind it up.
Oh. Who's that? Kevin. Massive shout out to Kevin this morning.
Up
there in Reading. I see you. He's locked in.
Make a booty clap. Tip body.
Massive shout out to DJ Forte this morning, Flexing Vibes family.
Clap me say heavy.
Massive shout out to the whole entire Flexing Vibes family.
You me out.
I'll see you guys.
Heavy bump all up.
So there you have it. The artists are sending in the dubs. Seriously, they're sending them in.
Them stiff up, knee get chip up.
You know it makes sense, right? Saturday mornings.
And a cough and a hiccup. Watch her, she a real.
You know we do it in a special way.
Tip body can make a booty clap. Tip body can make a booty clap.
Blazing out those bangers on a Saturday morning.
Yeah, man, we have a special.
When my heart aches, I'm drowning, pain won't go away. And in my cups, brown fills my brain, won't go away. These 5 yellow girls out on parade asphyxiate. Still stuck in a box, trying to clear my name. Still trapped in a box, trying to clear my name. And in my cups, brown fills my brain. And in my cups, brown fills my brain. Still trapped in a box, trying to clear my name. Won't go away.
It's only real.
I'm afraid your love will blow me away. Am I done? Oh God, I know the pain. Ever just another run away. Run away.
Let's go. Handsome gangster, 80, 89 to be exact. We own the block. 16 at 2 texts in one night. Cooking at work, we thirsty to see it come back. Killers and rats, so crack fiends, where I hung at. Driving through every borough with young woman, I done that. Cuban link dreams, chasing fiends down. D's fell, nothing frisked me. I had the nerve not even put the down. These clowns.
Yo, this joint is crazy. Brand new Nas.
Y'all know the deal.
Yo, Nas. Tell them who your favorite DJ in the UK is, Nas. Tell them, Nas.
UK, the host with the most.
No, one more time. Tell them again, Nas. Who's your favorite DJ in the UK?
Special K, the host with the most.
And what show have you been rocking with in the UK for the years, Nas?
Special K, the host with the most.
When my heart aches, I'm drowning, pain won't go away. And in my cups, brown fills my brain, won't go away. These 5 yellow girls out on pub.
Massive shout out to Mixmaster J. I see you, brother. Brand new music.
Trapped in a box, trying to clear
Y'all know the deal.
Brand new.
It's only real.
And in my cups, brown fills my brain. And in my cups, brown fills my brain. Still trapped in a box, trying to clear my name. Won't go away.
It's only real.
I'm afraid your love.
Let's get on some beats, man. Room number 2.
Am I done? Oh God, I know the pain. Ever just another run away. Run away.
Let's go. Handsome gangster, 80, 89 to be exact. We own the block. 16 at 2 texts in one night. Cooking at work, we thirsty to see it come back. Killers and rats, so crack fiends, where I hung at. Driving through every borough with young woman, I done that. Cuban link dreams, chasing fiends down. D's fell, nothing frisked me. I had the nerve not even put the down. These clowns thirsty to squeeze rounds.
Still trapped in a box, trying to clear
Y'all
my
know the
name.
deal.
Still trapped in a box, trying to clear
It's
my
only
name.
real.
And in my cups, brown fills my
Can't
brain.
stop me.
And in my
Can't
cups,
stop me.
brown fills my brain. Still trapped in a box, trying to clear my name. Won't go away. I'm afraid your love will blow me away.
Here we go. Driving 80 miles per hour in the rain, feeling yesterday's high still, and it's calming my brain, which is ever moving. I still remember shootings that never moved out my thoughts.
Blowing by the basketball court, they went to war, it happened.
All I imagine sometime under sunshine on vacation. Things I did in my hood situations, oh well. Probably was a bad father to my firstborn, lover to death. But I ain't been home since my first song provided for. But money can't replace a father for. Plus I got a son blessed with kids, yeah, man, I adore him. And I was sure I was gonna leave this life too fast. I got guardian angels came down to save my.
Still trapped in a box, trying to clear
Y'all
my
know the
name.
deal.
Still trapped in a box, trying to clear
It's
my
only
name.
real.
And in my cups, brown fills my
Can't
brain.
stop me.
And in my
Can't
cups,
stop me.
brown fills my
Can't
brain.
stop me.
Still trapped in a box, trying to clear my name. Won't go away. I'm afraid your love will blow me away.
New York City, stand up. New York City, stand up.
Yeah. That Nas, that Zaza, that New York, that Zaza, that Nas.
What up, y'all? What up, y'all? This is J. Cole. The Rock is in the building. You already know, all the way from the United States of America. And I'm rocking out on the Universal Show right here with my man, Special K.
Take them out, bring them out, dead. Shine them up, shine them all, hey. 1 gun, 2 gun, 3 gun, 4. You're mine, it's all about cause.
Material, razor plate, you see a profit rising. Still learning the algorithms and monetizing. Not condoning the mumble rap and the harmonizing. Forefathers of rap, I'm apologizing. Been quiet, ain't nobody really dropping. A couple funerals to get the city back popping. A 9 on the dope will get the city back hopping. If you see me in the club, I got the pretty black Glock in. Yeah, so don't get too feisty, cause I throw the stocking over the poo shiesty. My best advice to you is move lightly. Stay ready on your heels, you too icy. All tough guys play the bathroom. They looking for fire, I put the gas to them. Bullshitting while I'm trying to talk cash to them. Especially since the corner's the new classroom. Congratulations, jail or death is graduation. It all really depends on your infatuations. This is D-boy penmanship. Brunch with the plug, sea bass, spinach dip. Yeah, real intimate. Cigar and a glass of vino, big business.
Take them out, bring them out, dead. Shine them up, shine them all, hey. 1 gun, 2 gun, 3 gun, 4. You're mine, it's all about cause. Take them out, bring them out, dead. Shine them up, all, hey. 1 gun, 2 gun, 3 gun, 4. You're mine, it's all about cause.
Friends, only hit butch if you talking cash. I pull up close like I got a handicap parking pass. You broke walking there. I broke off the half and sold it before the show with my talking there. My dialect all paper. I bought like Walt Disney Cross with Walt Frazier. We'll go yard wallpaper. Singing melodies, no telling these fans like stop unless you Griselda me. The butcher coming. Buffalo, where the hammers and the bullets is cheap. And the beef don't never rest until you put it to sleep. It's butch.
Take them out, bring them out, dead. Shine them up, all, hey. 1 gun, 2 gun, 3 gun, 4. You're mine, it's all about cause. Take them out, bring them out, dead. Shine them up, all, hey. 1 gun, 2 gun, 3 gun, 4. You're mine, it's all about cause.
With the wrong one, but it's all good. Bust out the wrong gun, cause it's all wood. Life is like a box of chocolate, covered in It's like they never seem to warn you of how scary it gets. See, I try to understand why do the things they do, say the things they say, move the way they move, drink the way they drink, chew the way they chew. I just bought a homie and the bullet is the proof. See, this the dish that make the party hot, dish that make your body drop, dish that make your body shake, probably get you what? Simba, who got the keys to my Beamer? Pretty face, slim waist, fatter than Selena. Dark girl, real tall, break necks, have you seen her? And I make them eat the, like he a cannabis eater. You know what they're doing me, frontin' like you cool with me, trickin', robbing, this ain't man, use them. If come around with the same issue, on the same corner, with the same dress, really up my nerves, cause I'm trying to understand how you looking in that mirror and believe that you're a man. See, this the dish that make your party hot, dish that make your body drop, dish to get your body shaking, dish to get you mollywop.
Take 'em out, bring 'em out, dead. Shine 'em up, all, hey. 1 gun, 2 gun, 3 gun, 4. You're mine, it's all about cause. Take 'em out, bring 'em out, dead. Shine 'em up, all, hey. 1 gun, 2 gun, 3 gun, 4. You're mine, it's all about cause. Bring 'em out, dead. In the head. 3, 4. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Jeez. There you have it. We got on 2 joints back to back from the brand new Swiss Beats EP. First up, we got Nas, of course, in my top 5 of all time. Runaway. After that, we got Jadakiss, Benny the Butcher. Take 'em out. Brand new music. Are you listening to this? Are you listening to this production? This production's crazy. One thing I love about hip hop, you know, it comes in all different styles, all different flavors, different tempos. Now this young gentleman, he's back with a brand new project. April 2023. It's only right on Saturday mornings we present to you not just good music, but the hottest good music that's floating around within the world of hip hop and R&B. On Saturday mornings we do it like clockwork. R&B crew, we're coming at you next week Saturday, all right? You'll get a full dose. The hip hop crew, they must be so happy this morning. He goes by the name of Nines, representing North Wheezy. He's back with a brand new project. And it's only right that I get on one of the hottest tracks from the project. This track is beautiful. That's the only way I can describe it. It's beautiful. I want you to listen to this track, right? It's called Calendar. It's funny as well. The lyrics are funny. Getting himself in a lot of problems. Massive shout out to Capo this morning. I do, bro, but you know, that's like, yeah, I mean, my link, and yeah, I mean, yeah, I do, bro, I do. You're inquiring about the Lock Show at the O2, yeah? A couple of weeks' time. Yo, Anton, the production on this is tidy. Yo, it's nice, right? That's why I'm just letting it just ride out, do you know what I mean? But should we get into the vocal part? Should we get into the lyrics? It's only right, man. The Universal Show, Just Cool Radio.
My Monday chick, supermodel, always comes through on some runway. Stalling like my car was in clutch. Probably would've locked her down, but she parties too much. Tuesday got more breasts than Kentucky. Airhead, but she get the best. Yeah. Wednesday got a man, he plays for Chelsea. Away games, she always FaceTimes, we taking selfies. Thursdays on the gram, looking rich and sexy. Got an AP on, but her fridge is empty. I told Friday what we could've had, but she just want take man for a sugar dad. I spend my weekends with the fam, so don't judge me like I'm speaking on the stand. Cause all my is a 10, and next week
one more time special
over again. My Monday chick, supermodel, always comes through on some runway. Got me stalling like my car was in clutch. Probably would've locked her down, but she parties too much. Tuesday got more breasts than Kentucky. Airhead, but she get the best. Yeah. Wednesday got a man, he plays for Chelsea. Away games, she always FaceTimes, we taking selfies. Thursdays on the gram, looking rich and sexy. Got an AP on, but her fridge is empty. I told Friday what we could've had, but she just want take man for a sugar dad. I spend my weekends with the fam, so don't judge me like I'm speaking on the stand. Cause all my is a 10, and next week I do it all over again.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
This tune's bad alive. The tune's bad.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yo, Nines, you got one, you know. No, Nines, you got one. One more time special.
Girls, I love you same way. My Monday chick, supermodel, always comes through on some runway.
Got me stalling like my car was in clutch. Probably would've locked her down, but she parties too much. Tuesday got more breasts than Kentucky. Airhead, but she get the best. Wednesday got a man, he plays for Chelsea. Away games, she always FaceTimes, we taking selfies. Thursdays on the gram, looking rich and sexy. Got an AP on, but her fridge is empty. I told Friday what we could have had, but she just want tech man for a sugar dad. I spend my weekends with the fam, so don't judge me like I'm speaking on the stand. Cause all my is a 10, and next week I do it all over again.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday,
It's that
Saturday.
Nina with the Nina.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
All my ex-girls, I love you same way. My Capricorn chick tries too much. My Scorpion chick always lies too much. My Taurus chick's way too bossy. My Sagittarius chick's always rolling with a new pussy. I only with my Libra chick when I'm high, cause she crazy like my chick, that's a Gemini. My Aquarius chick never shows me love. My Aries chick just wants to hold a grudge. I love chilling with my Cancer chick, but she got a temper, nearly made me crash my whip. Who you shouting at? My Virgo chick's forever fussing, and she's a know-it-all, you can't tell her nothing. My Leo chick stays by my side. Thought I was bad, but she got way too much pride. I've been running through these lights since the 90s. Got these feelings like a Pisces.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday,
It's that
Saturday.
Nina with the Nina.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
All my ex-girls, I love you same way. I ain't waiting to I got a different girl for every day of the week.
Yo. Little something like this, yo. Sometimes a good sun size that on the scrub so which I don't subscribe. With other hood spot for getting booked unsigned. Despite the good size numbers, the good sunshine. So I never once rhymed, nothing I ain't done tried. I never once lied, I never once broke stride. You'll never once find nothing amongst what's mine that ever much mind at any cosign but the most highs. No side, depending on your side, might say your nose nice. Depending on no size, might call your nose schnoz. But whomever knows God will never nosedive. I like to send a como estas to all of my co-stars earning their gold stars. Imagine if all tribes formed as a Voltron, or infinite soul shine, infinite photons. And
don't you worry what they say, just shine like a diamond anyway. You can just light up the night, just shine, 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 shine.
Hey yo, we the ones who get on the mic and get busy. We elevate the game to new heights, you get dizzy. People always love what I say cause I talk to them. Doubters try to get them away and to walk through them like an apparition. I have suspicions about your written, your freestyles. You kidding? There's doubt about your conviction and questions about your drive. You don't spit it with a passion. Most of your shit is bitten, that's no forgive action. The short is the illest, that's important. The killers have been sorted from the squillers. You feel it, there's been a shortage of real spitters. But no more ignoring these real niggas. Yeah, it's all peace, but the warrior's still with us. It's crunch time. Feel it in your abdominals, feel it in your bones. The whole effect is domino. Vominos, jump out the window yelling Geronimo. Numb to the game like coke, so it's my time to blow.
Don't you worry what they say, just shine like a diamond anyway. You can just light up the night, just shine, 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 shine. Don't worry, oh, keep shining on them. Stay with me till the sun is gone away, and I will chase the girl in you away. I'll chase it away. I'll chase the girl.
Who's the best MC? Cole, Kendrick, and me. Instead of comparing the three, let us exist in peace. I'm really just getting started. You've only witnessed the tease. 10,000 steps ahead. head as I smoke and choke on this tree. 2017 was my moment of truth. I was a year away from not being known as a youth. Approaching manhood, peach fuzz covered my chin. Even then I would leave rap going with the wind. I'm not a Muslim, so why would I lie or pretend? I'm not too good at following trends. I am the trend, I am the truth, I am the God, I am the Zen. There is no way around it, my just make amends. These flows are coated golden. If you the then I must be the cold and exploding what the commode is. Real soon they gonna have to mention Mr. Clay the magician with the greatest of Drizzy, Drakes, and Wheezies, Andres and Jiggers, Pac, Biggie, and Nas, Face Mob, Easy and Raekwon. It's easy to say these things looking for clout, but this is non-fiction. The proof's in the pudding, it's none missing. You and your opinion, you can stick that up Uranus. I jumped to touch the sky and landed on planet Uranus. Houston, we got a problem. No need to look for solutions. I'm stacking Eisenhowers. Deceased presidents in the wall in my residence as I increase stepping on ballin' forever while kissing the sweet melanin of a broad that I met in the Netherlands. Address me as Marcus Clay, the developing veteran. That's why I got no time to sleep. I gotta creep the late night to get this cake to bake right. I'm thinking real estate licenses. I've seen multiple moments of indecisiveness. I got scars on my back that resemble tiger slits. When it's all said and done, I'll be one of the greatest you know. The only one left like a nigga about the Uno. But who knows what the future holds? My niggas moving pharmaceuticals and clocking stupid lows. Most of you do it for the internet, and I'm not into that. And that's the disconnect. Comparing me to these rappers is disrespect. Who's the best MC? Cole, Kendrick, and me?
Crazy. We gave you Nines, Calendar, Shorty Blitz, Talib Kweli, Ricardo Williams on a track called Shine, and underneath us, Marcus Clay. What a track, man. Kendrick and Cole. What a tune. What a tune. Oi, Gary, big up yourself this morning, you know. What you saying? You're loving the vibes this morning. Yes, once again, got to say massive shout going out to Lindsay Wesker for an amazing interview this morning. We've got a whole host of artists passing through in the next few weeks, so watch out for that, all right? So watch out for that. Massive shout going out to the whole entire Just Call Radio family. I see you this morning. Yeah. Oi, Kenny, I see ya. I just see your message just come in. I see... Yeah, massive shout out to my dupes, Kenny out there in New Jersey. He's locked on, Whitehead Brothers. I see you, bro. Come on, Capo. What are you talking about? The Logic album, yeah? Are you talking about the Logic album? Or are you talking about the Jack Harlow album? Yeah, I like Logic's album. Logic's album's crazy. Massive shout out to those of you on the TikTok this morning. I see loads of messages on the TikTok. You know, I'm still behind on this whole social media thing, man. Do you know what? I really have to big up the DJs that know how to control all the social networks. I don't know how you guys do it, man. There's loads of messages coming up on the TikTok this morning. Look, they're flying in. Massive shout out. I don't want you guys to think I'm ignoring you this morning. Massive shout out to those of you on the TikTok this morning. Big up yourself, guys and ladies. And there's loads of you on the Facebook as well. Yeah, I see the messages there, Anton. I see them. There's that's a Facebook one, right? No, that's TikTok. Which that one over there? What's this one? That's TikTok. Oh, double. It's ticking and it's talking. Yeah, the messages are flying in. So, listen, I'm not ignoring you guys, but it's just that it's a lot to do all at once. You know what I mean? So it's cool. Massive shotgun out to all the TikTok crew. All right. Should we go Logic? Let's go Logic, man. Let's go Logic. Featuring Reggie Noble. Yo, this joint is crazy. Room number 2, Universal Show. We're going in. Blazing your beats for your ears.
Let's go. Hey, now you know. Yo, now you know.
One thing about Saturday mornings, we give you beats. It's guaranteed. You get beats on a Saturday morning. The only morning show in the UK to play these beats.
Let's go. Hey, now you know. Yo, now you know. Hey, now you know. If you don't know, now you know. Now you know. Now you know. Now you know. Hey, now you know. Now you know. Now you know.
I just copped an MPC 60 from Japan. As I'm rapping through this SM7 that's in my hand. Got a quarter pound of Buddha, I'm smoking it by the gram. If I don't know you, then you know I'm dapping you up with the left hand. Don't nothing come close to sample of ill shit. Not even self-medication, no matter how good the sip. Not the best of the things money can buy. When I fly up the program, feel like I could fly. Smoking, listening to endless samples on vinyl. My flow primal, it ain't mixed, it ain't the final, but it's still ill and it still will destroy you decoys. We do this in real life. Y'all a bunch of E-boys, we do this shit for MCs, the DJs, the B-boys that destroy the track. Spend most of my days just trying to avoid the whack. Put it on wax, relax, count stacks, get racks, spit facts. Pop the VHS in, we ain't resting. I'm a beast, the best in the East. Capiche, food for thought, this is the feast. Let it flow, let it go. You ain't know, now you know. You ain't know, now you know. You ain't know, let it flow, let it go, 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 go. You ain't know, no, now you know. No, you ain't know, no. No, now you know. Now you know. You ain't know. You ain't
no. Hey, y'all old news. I'm the Fresh Prince. Beast mode on the mic aside X-Men. It's when I write from the kingpin. And this syrup, your girl gon' lean in. To listen to me, I make them uncomfortable. My family was the opposite of the Huxtables. I learned how to from a babysitter. It's sick, but I admire the man in the mirror. Oh, this rap 101, learn from it. I act up, 12 steps up on a chubbit. And you can't stop the big fish if you gut it. But trying to stop me, you and your boys better cut it. Hey, I'm on fire. F you. You better protect your neck with the vest too. And when Logic and Redman on the show, it's problems, bro. You ain't know, now you know.
Let it flow, let it go, 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 go. You ain't know, no, now you know, no, you ain't know, no, now you know, now you know, you ain't know. You ain't no.
And today is the only day, and now is the only time we have
Logic, Redman, self-medication. I love it. I think we've got room for one more tune and then we're out the door this morning. The Universal Show definitely been on fire. We'll do it all over again next week, Saturday morning, like clockwork.
You turn my voice up. Right here. Why I treat my brother like he ain't my only brother? Why I gotta treat my manager like I'm above her? Why I gotta get so intimate with all my lovers? Why I gotta cheat and make her question if I love her? Why am I so flawed? Why am I so skeptical of God? Why do I pretend like I didn't see it when I saw it? Why am I so bold to double back when I've been caught? Why am I not the superhero I thought? Or as perfect as these diamonds I bought? When did I start texting so dry? When did I become this type of a guy? When did the text you sent me stop getting replies? What if things don't turn out how I planned them? I wanna be more than just a random. What if all these people in my life go Danny Phantom? I'm sick of down to earth, I wanna throw 10.
Definitely want to say massive shout out to those of you that interacted this morning.
You feel me?
There's some more messages there.
Just
haven't got the time.
Demanding. I keep you under wraps, you told your mom.
Silent listeners, big up yourself this morning.
Standing. What if I don't meet the expectation?
Whatever you do for the rest of the weekend, for the rest of the day, make sure it's a good one.
I don't live up to the hype.
Be safe.
By all my dedication.
And as we always say, if you can't be good, be careful. And if you're gonna do badness this weekend, just remember there's a price to pay for doing badness.
Just cause it happens so commonly, the masses never heard you.
Special K was in the building.
What makes you think that I...
Until next week Saturday, we'll do it all over again.
Why do I feel I need...
Gone.
From all my skeptics.
Later!
Up with a passionate following when that's actually all I need. But what if they stop caring about me? What if they stop swearing by me? What if they stop riding for me how they used to do before I was in front of everybody? What if they went and found some new kid that got an air about him? How many people in this town follow my whereabouts? And what would I say with the barrel aimed at me staring down it? I rep the state, but do they care about me in Barron County?
Just Cool Radio, Just Cool Radio, Just Cool Radio, Just Cool Radio, Just Cool Radio.
Yo, this is Terry Walker, and you're listening to Just Cool Radio, disturbing the silence, catching the eye of many.